Forecast. I'm Joseph, the host of the UFC Forecast, and we're back for UFC Fight Night Orlando. Steven Wonderboy Thompson and Kevin Big Mouth Holland. We got 15 fights. Make sure to smash that like button. Suplex the subscribe button. Let's kick it off with the early prelims here, Loaf. We got Yazmin, Jauregui, and Istela Nunes. Not loving Istela Nunes after putting a lot of money on her. And her gassing out in the second and third round there against Sam Hughes. Definitely won't be backing her here, man. Are you backing her again or no?
Istela Nunes, she doesn't really look too impressive in her last 3 fights.
She's impressive on the feet, but on the ground, man, she's pathetic.
Even still, Yazmin will still beat her on the feet either way. Yazmin's all around better. We bet Yazmin Lucindo last time by decision.
Yeah.
Istela lost to Sam Hughes, so 6-3 against a 9-0. You gotta go with Yazmin, even though women's fights are sketchy at 9-0, undefeated against a 6-3 is pretty well an easy pick. So I might throw some. I usually don't put money on this, but I like Yazmin a lot. So probably throw her on a card or two.
Yeah, I don't like putting money on women's fights either. But Yazmin, 6 knockouts, 5 in the first round. She has really good hands. Should match Istela Nunes. And then the 100% takedown defense. She won't be getting taken down here. Should be a lot better of a grappler. So that's why she's 130. She's definitely going to win this one here. So she's definitely going to be a parlay piece. Definitely a good lock, but definitely not locking in a women's fight. But Yazmin gets this done pretty easily.
It's like those women's fighters, like Manon Fury.
Yeah.
You need someone's you just know, but you're not going to put too much on.
Yeah, you know the next level. Next up, this is an underdog fight here. Marcelo Rojo loves himself a firefight versus Francis Marshall, undefeated, 6-0. Couldn't find the finish against Connor Matthews in the Dana White Contender Series. But he has lots of submissions. Loaf, do you think he can submit Rojo?
With this one, I'm gonna have to think about it for a bit. I'm gonna wait till I see the face-offs for this one. I want to see the face-offs, see how Francis Marshall looks on the scale too. But 6-0, 4 of his fights are all by rear naked choke. All of his submission wins are by rear naked choke.
Really good wrestler too,
so
Francis.
I feel like if he is a little bit bigger and looks better in the weigh-ins and stuff like that, I feel like if you wrestle him, he'll be able to sink in that rear naked on Rojo. But I want to see how they look. But right now, I'm gonna side with Marshall, but I'm gonna see how things go.
I like the dog money on Rojo, but if it goes to the ground, he's pretty well fucked there. Francis is probably gonna be too strong for him. Might be able to sink in that rear naked, like Lowe said. But on the feet, Rojo absorbs a lot of strikes, but he gives a lot of strikes, so I could see the knockout for Rojo as well. He had a good fight with Charles Jourdain. Didn't get finished till the third round against Kyler Phillips, so that wasn't a bad fight either. But this is probably a stay away for me on the bets, honestly.
I feel like Francis Marshall knows he has to wrestle him and try to get the sub.
Yeah.
He'll be, obviously he searches up his opponent and stuff. He knows Rojo has strong hands.
I just don't like backing the debut fighters, so that's why I don't want to back Francis here. He doesn't have the UFC experience yet, and Marcelo is live for that knockout. Next up, I like this underdog here. Genaro Valdez versus Natan Levy. 7-1 versus 10-1. Both very good grapplers, but Genaro Valdez, as we've seen, he loves the feet, very good on the feet, and he can wear a lot of shots, and he's not out of the fight. So I think he's going to be live the whole fight for a finish. 7 knockouts, 3 submissions, 100% finish rate. I'm going to be backing him at 250, that's for sure. He's going to be my dog of the week. What do you think, Loaf?
Me too, yeah. I'm definitely backing him. His only losses to Matt Frivola, and Matt Frivola just bet Otman Azatar. So Matt Frivola is obviously a lot better than I thought he was.
Yeah, a lot better than we think.
Yeah, so Genaro Valdez, I think all around looks better. He's got to watch his gas tank. He does wear out quick in fights. I noticed the last 2 he kind of wore out. So he needs to be careful of that. But Natan Levy doesn't have strong enough hands. He's more of a grappler kind of decision guy. So I got to go with Genaro Valdez probably to finish this one. Going to want to make a statement after his loss. Yeah,
Levy has 3 submissions and 4 decisions. So that's why Genaro Valdez is a lot more alive for this finish, and at 250, you got to take it.
And even if Natan Levy does take him to the ground, Genaro Valdez knows the ground. He has 3 submissions himself. He knows what to do on there, so I don't feel like Natan Levy's going to be any threat to him in this one.
No, very good underdog of the week. Genaro Valdez, put some money on that for sure. This is an even money fight here. Tracy Cortez, Amanda Ribas. I've been liking the Amanda Ribas side, but I feel like Tracy Cortez might out-wrestle her here. She has a big win over fucking Erin Blanchfield, climbing the ranks pretty quick there, so I feel like 10-1 Tracy Cortez could be an easy pick here, but Amanda Ribas, man, she should have bet Caitlin Chukagian there. She should be able to match the wrestling. Should be good on the feet, 4-1 differential on the feet, so this could be Amanda Ribas' fight for a decision here. What do you think, Loaf? I'm kind of back and forth all week.
I'm gonna be siding with Amanda Ribas.
Yeah,
on this one. I think
I've been on Ribas.
I think Ribas is gonna get it done. I think the 10-1 record, is just. I mean, I just don't. I think people are gonna go for her because she is 10-1.
Yeah,
and you know what I mean. I just don't think she'll be able to get it done. Melissa Gatto is good. She did beat her, but I mean. She lost. I mean, Amanda Ribas lost to Caitlin Chukagian by the split decision.
Yeah, it was a close fight. She
and
should have won that.
Caitlin's really good. Like, fought everybody, fought champions. I mean, I think Ribas will be able to get this one done. Even money, definitely good value. I'd say Amanda Ribas.
Yeah, good value on Amanda Ribas there, but sketchy coming to the line to put money on a women's fight, especially at a flyweight. Hard to say what's going to happen there. But this one's pretty obvious. Jonathan Pearce, Darren Elkins, one of the biggest favorites on the card. Jonathan Pearce coming in here, probably going to get the finish. He finished a mock winner Murakami. He got out of the submission attempts very easily there. Darren Elkins, he has some power in the hands, but he's too old, 38 years old. He's probably going to get knocked out here, get finished by Jonathan Pearce. Pearce is going to be way too strong here. What do you think, Love? Probably thinking the same way as me.
I am thinking the same way. I think Jonathan Pearce will definitely be able to get it done against Darren Elkins. I like Jonathan Pearce a lot.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's not a lot of value in him. He's $1.18.
Yeah,
but
biggest favorite on the fucking card here. Like
that's what I mean. I don't even know if it'd be like worth putting him on a card, but I mean, just to pick somebody and just if you want to bet on it, I'm just gonna say Jonathan Pearce. Jonathan Pearce would be able to. I don't know if it'd be knockout.
Could be.
It definitely could be. Yeah. I don't know.
He definitely gets it done, but for
I think I see it being more decision for sure for Jonathan Pearce.
Yeah,
on this one.
Darren Elkins could be a tough put out. Tristan Conley couldn't put him out of there, so I mean, he is tough, but at 38 years old, I don't know if that chin's gonna hold up in this one.
No, Jonathan Pearce is real good.
If anything, maybe for the finish, see what that's at. But 118, fuck, you can't come to the line and put money on that. Not much return value there. Another fight with not much return value, but Marc Diakiese 130 versus Michael Johnson 320. Michael Johnson's fought some really good guys, but Diakiese, how he's mixing in that wrestling, he's looking really good. He should get those takedowns with ease and win this one super easily. Decision, most likely.
See, I'm gonna go. I think Marc Diakiese will be able to finish him here on the feet. I think he'll be able to get the TKO KO. Marc Diakiese is also really,
he should be able to finish guys.
He's
also
also
he's just
a really
taking
good boxer.
them down and winning an easy decision. Unanimous decision wins galore for Marc Diakiese lately with the wrestling.
Yeah, I mean he bet Damir Hadzovic last fight too. Damir's really good, so I gotta go with Marc Diakiese. I think he's gonna be able to get this.
Vladislav Borshov beat him by a decision. He's just taking these guys down with ease.
Yeah.
So
I think he finds the chin on Michael Johnson, though.
Yeah,
Johnson has been knocked out before. I mean, he's getting older. I feel like Marc Diakiese a young guy. I think he'll be able to find that chin.
Yeah, he might be able to. If not, easy win for him, 130. Definitely a good parlay piece, better than 118. They're not giving us much to bet on this weekend, that's for sure, so we need to make sure we get some good spots here. 161, Scott Holtzman. 230, Clay Guida. Now, this is a pretty good fight we can get some bets on. Clay Guida could be live for that submission, but at 40 years old, I think he's getting finished by Scott Holtzman by a knockout. Holtzman got knocked out by Benil Dariush and Matthias Gamrot. I don't think Clay Guida's in that club, Love.
No. I mean, the only way Clay Guida would be winning this fight would be, holding him on the ground, making it a boring fight, wrestling him around, yeah.
Possible submission, but
I mean, Scott Holtzman only lost to really good people.
Yeah.
He has really sharp hands. I gotta go probably with Scott Holtzman to get this one done.
Coming off a little layoff should be good for him.
Yeah, I can't predict how this one's gonna end, if it's gonna be a finish or if it's gonna be a decision, so I'm just gonna take Holtzman just to win. The $1.61's the good there.
Yeah, pretty good. Good value, 161. Scott Holtzman.
Next up, we got Angela Hill and Emily Ducote. With this one, Angela Hill. I like Angela Hill. And
$2.
I bet on her last time when she was like almost a $4 underdog, or maybe she was $4.
I think she was.
And she got it for me last time, and I can't see her getting this one here. I just can't. I don't think she'll be able to win over Emily Ducote. Emily Ducote way younger, way stronger. I think she'll be able to out-wrestle Angela Hill.
Outstrike her too, likely.
Yeah, I'd say so. Angela Hill's really tough, durable, but I feel like Emily Ducote's going to be able to take this one by decision when it goes the judge's way.
Yeah, I think Ducote's a better boxer. She doubled up the strikes on Jessica Pena last fight. Unanimous decision win there, so she's probably going to be too much on the feet for Angela Hill, unfortunately. She has 3 knockouts, 4 submissions, so she's live to get a finish, you know what I mean? But
yeah, she
likely not going to happen against Angela Hill. Should be a good, easy decision win for her.
I'd say decision, yeah. Yeah,
it should be some good value, too. 180, Ducote. Probably some good money on the decision win there. It's probably not going to be a finish. It's a women's low-level fight. Who we got next?
Next up, we got Niko Price and Phil Rowe.
This is going to be a good one. This
is going to be a banger for sure.
Should be a finish.
Niko Price, it's always like, this is another one. Like, I don't like betting against Niko because Niko could always pull out this
some
weird wins,
some
you know
crazy
what I mean?
knockout or
Yeah,
something.
like, he's a good fighter, but I got to go with Phil Rowe. I mean, the power in his hands, he's a real good striker. His accuracy is good. And I mean, you know, he has some notable wins and some really good knockouts. So I got to go with Phil Rowe, and I feel like he's going to be my underdog of the week for sure.
100% finish rate for Philip Rowe, too.
Yeah, 100%.
5 by knockout, 4 submission.
I mean, he's got a 4.5-inch reach advantage in this fight as well. Yeah. And a 3-inch height advantage. So, I mean, I got to go with Phil Rowe.
Yeah, he's all around better. Jason Witt couldn't really wrestle him, which, you know, was kind of surprising to me. Jason Witt's pretty strong, but Philip Rowe, man, he's pretty technical, calculated. He's probably going to get this done by a knockout, in my opinion. Niko Price's chin's kind of iffy, in my opinion. Alex Avera did crack him a few times, but that was a good win for Niko there. I just feel like he's win-loss, and he might lose this one.
Yeah.
He loves the firefights, and he's always live for the finish, but Philip Rowe, you know, like Loaf said, probably way too strong.
Yeah.
And he's going to be calculated and technical.
Next up, we got Eryk Anders and Kyle Daukaus. This one too, I mean, these guys both have lost their last couple, I believe.
Yeah.
Eryk Anders is definitely not that great. I don't like watching Eryk Anders fight, honestly.
I don't like betting on him.
Kyle Daukaus, I mean, he's only lost to Roman Dolidze and Kevin Holland that I've seen, and I mean, like, those are two pretty top fighters.
Yeah.
They're good, you know what I
Very
mean?
good.
So, I gotta go with Kyle Daukaus to get this one done here. I feel like he's gonna find that submission, that guillotine or something. I feel like Eryk Anders is gonna come in for the takedown, and Kyle Daukaus is gonna wrap up that guillotine choke and win by sub here.
Yeah, he's so dominant on the ground, Kyle Daukaus. Probably going to put Eryk Anders in some dark waters. Likely finish him, like you said, man.
I think so, yeah.
9 submissions, 2 decisions. He's a sniper on the ground. He's probably going to get that done by a submission. Yeah. 144. He was my lock of the week, but not anymore.
Next up, we got Roman Dolidze and Jack Hermansson. And this one's another one, I mean, you know, I know a lot of people like Roman for this one.
Yeah, I did like Roman.
And Roman does have some really heavy hands. He's a good hitter. He just beat Phil Haas. I thought Phil Haas was going to win that fight against Roman, and he clearly didn't. But I got to go with Jack Hermansson. I mean, Jack Hermansson has fought those way high level more people. I mean, went to decision with Sean Strickland.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's really good all around. I got to go with him. He's good at wrestling, good striker. I feel he's going to keep the distance. Against Chris Curtis. Chris Curtis is a really heavy striker. He was able to pull that one off, keep away from him, and do some takedowns, get some wrestling. So I got to go with Jack Hermansson to get this one done by decision, I'd say.
Yeah, Jack's going to match what Roman has on the ground. On the feet, he should be able to match it. He just fought Chris Curtis, for fuck's sakes. He's going to be able to get another easy decision win here. I was on Roman all week, but now that he's coming to a 240, people are high on Jack Hermansson, and I see the blueprints there to get the win. So unfortunately, Roman Dolidze, I'm not going to be taking him this time. Jack Hermansson's too high level, upper echelon. He'll likely get it done by a decision, you know what I mean? Both 34 years old, so good value in it.
Next up, I really like this one. I mean, this is definitely my lock of the week. I got a Tai Tuivasa versus Sergei Pavlovich.
Should be a knockout here.
Yeah, I mean, Tai Tuivasa did look really good against Cyril Gane. I'll give him that. He did look really good. But, I mean, the thing is about Ty, if he can't knock somebody out and he keeps hitting them and he gasses himself out, the stronger guy is going to knock out Ty.
Yeah.
That's what happened with Cyril. He gassed himself out and then got knocked out by Cyril Gane.
Yeah.
So, I feel like it's going to be the same thing. He's going to be swinging big here against Sergei. I feel like Sergei will be able to weather out the storm. And, I mean, look at this. 9-inch reach advantage.
Yeah, too big of a reach advantage.
A 9-inch reach advantage.
And Sergei's really calculated too, man. So
Sergei's a really good fighter, man. I mean, he has some power. Knocked out Derek Lewis round 1. Knocked out
a lot of them in the first round.
Amzatov. I mean, he's really
13 of them were in the first round.
Yeah,
all of his knockouts are in the first round.
13 first round finishes.
Clearly carries a lot of power here.
So, I mean, I got to go with Sergei Pavlovich. I think this guy's championship material, honestly. I feel like he'll be fighting either Francis or John Jones here soon, depending on how that one goes.
I hope so, man.
So I got to go with Sergei Pavlovich to get this one done. I'm going to be betting on this one for the knockout for sure. I think the finish is definitely there.
Yeah, I agree with you here. But I see where people are coming from. Tied to Tuivasa, he likes to swing and bang, and he has power in his own right. But no, I agree with Lowe. Most likely Sergei Pavlovich gets this done by knockout. I can't see it being the first round because tied to Tuivasa is pretty good. I could see it being second or third.
You know what? I can't believe that this is the fourth fight. I can't believe this isn't like the co-main.
Yeah, this should be a co-main.
I believe this should be a heavyweight bout with these two guys. Should be a co-main.
Could even be a main card.
Yeah, it could. It really
this
could.
is probably going to be the fight of the night here, in my opinion. Definitely going to be a knockout. They both have 13 knockouts, but I'm leaning the side of Sergei.
I mean, with heavyweight fights, it's always hard to say. Like, whoever, you know what I mean? Like, all it takes is one punch.
Yeah.
But I feel like Sergei, with that reach especially, will be able to keep Ty away.
That's a huge reach, man. Like, Ty's going to...
Yeah, he's definitely going to find the chin on Ty here, I'd say.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not a good matchup for Ty Tuivasa, but we'll see how it goes.
Next up, we got Matthias Nikolai versus Matt Schnell.
Down to a flyweight fight here.
And this one's pretty obvious for me. I mean, Matt Schnell, me and Ryan actually had Matt Schnell for submission on the last time he fought.
Yeah, he was an underdog.
But, I mean, Sue Matteridge is kind of lower level.
Yeah.
He was able to pull it out. That was good for him. But, I mean, against a guy like Matthias Nikolai, strong fucking guy.
He's on a huge win streak right now, too.
Yeah, and, I mean, his hands, I mean...
Like a 7-fight win streak, absolutely dominating.
His accuracy's perfect. So I got to go with Matthias Nikolai to get this one done. And the finish is definitely there. Matt Schnell's chin is questionable. He got checked by Sue Matteridge a lot.
Very questionable
So Matthias Nikolai, I'd say, pulls this one off by probably a KO, TKO.
Yeah, he's $1.25 for a reason. He's going to get this done with ease. He's getting a lot of decision wins, so he's going to definitely back you there for a decision. Maybe throw some money on the submission or knockout. Definitely
just a finish.
Just a finish, yeah.
He's definitely going to finish Schnell. Like, Sue, I thought Sue finished Schnell about 3 or 4 times last fight.
Yeah, after that last fight, you got to think Nikolai can get this finish here. He's very well-rounded. Nothing much else to add from what Lowe said. So who we got next here, Lowe? We got Brian Barberena, Ralph Dos Anjos, $1.18. Dos Anjos, $5 Barberena. These guys are just huge favorites up and down the card, and you got to back them, man. Like, these matchups aren't the greatest, but Ralph Dos Anjos on the ground, going to dominate. On the feet, going to dominate. So Brian Barberena doesn't carry enough power or grappling ability to get this done.
If Brian Barberena wins this one, I don't even know. Like,
yeah. Like,
I don't even know how to...
It has to be a fucking fluke if he wins this one, man.
I don't even know how you would justify that, but like no one's going with Brian Barberena for this fight. He's a $5 underdog, and I can't go him either. If he does pull it off, it's just ridiculous. I obviously don't know anything then, but yeah, I gotta go with Rafael dos Anjos, man. He's a really good grappler, really good chokes. I think he's going to find the choke here on Brian Barberena. I have to say Rafael dos Anjos get it done by submission.
He was literally dominating Fiziev until the 5th round there when he got knocked out. That was kind of a fluke. He dominated Rento Moicano, who we seen dominated fucking Brad Riddell in the first round, submitting him. So Ralph Dos Anjos is a package. Former champion.
Dos Anjos I think he has like, I don't know how many wins. He has tons of wins by Anaconda choke, so he's definitely going to be looking for that Anaconda.
Yeah, I think Ralph can finish this fight, honestly, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he might even come for a title run in the welterweight division, man. After that little 2-year layoff, 1-year layoff, he's coming back real strong. He looks really fucking good. And Brian Barberena is probably going to get slaughtered in this one. Next up, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, main event, versus Kevin Big Mouth Holland. I get Kevin Holland in this one, even though he got smashed against Hamzat Chimaev, you know.
Not Chimaev.
He had the balls to fight him at least, and
yeah, he was doing good and like scrambling and stuff. He was able to keep it live for a bit, but I mean, at the end of the day, Hamzat Chimaev.
Yeah,
he's really good. So you can't give Kevin Holland shit for that one. No. I mean, Stephen Thompson is all right, man. You know, he does.
He's gonna get out wrestled though. Kevin Holland has really good takedowns now, and he's mixed in the wrestling. So now that he's not fighting a wrestler, I think he might try to switch it up and mix it on a striker like Stephen Thompson, and he might have some success.
Yeah, Stephen Thompson, I mean, I feel like he's 39 years old.
Yeah, he's getting old.
I feel like it's wearing on him a bit. I mean, his kicks are good and stuff, but Kevin Holland being a younger guy, really hungry. I got to go with Kevin Holland. He has a 6-inch reach advantage, 3 in height advantage. I feel like he'll honestly surprise people. I feel like he'll try to take down Thompson and try to find that submission because Thompson is a threat on the feet with karate background. So I feel like he'll take him down and probably look for that choke.
Yeah, mix in the takedowns, wrestling. Yeah, like the Bravo choke, Anaconda. He has a couple chokes of his own. So
yeah, he has some submissions. He's live for that
submissions.
submission. Yeah.
So with that being said, he's going to be my lock of the week. I think he gets it done here by finish. Kevin Holland. I think he's too good for Stephen Thompson. Stephen Thompson's getting too old. So 23-8, Kevin Holland. He's my lock of the week. Love, who's your lock of the week?
My lock of the week is Sergei Pavlovich for sure.
Yeah.
You gotta go with Sergei Pavlovich. I think the power's there. Every time I see him fight, I mean, he just cleans guys.
Crazy power.
So I gotta go with him to get this one done. I mean, I feel like he'll be able to easily pull it off over Tuivasa.
Dog of the week, who you got?
Dog of the week, I got Phil Rowe. Phil Rowe, value 210. I mean, I gotta go with him. I was gonna be going Valdez, but I think Ryan took Valdez, so I had to go with someone else, and Phil Rowe is definitely the next best choice.
Yeah, I'm definitely going Genaro Valdez, 10-1, 7 knockouts, 3 submissions. I think he's going to finish Natan Levy here. Levy's going to be looking to wrestle, and then Valdez can pull a submission or even knock him out. Too powerful. Wonderful chin, man. We watched some tape on this guy. It takes him a lot to get knocked out.
That Frivola was just kept knocking him down.
Knocked him down 4 times before he could finish him.
I mean, Genaro Valdez did better than Otman Azatar.
Yeah.
So
way better. He's going to be a tough put out. Likely going to get a finish here. 250. I'm grabbing it all day. Dog of the week. Make sure to smash the like button. Suplex the subscribe button. We really appreciate that support. It's been a week layoff, so we have a lot of research into this card. Hopefully we do good again. Loaf, anything to add for the fans? We got 45 subscribers.
Hopefully we win some bets, and then if you're gonna do a fold, maybe I'll just give you a 3-fold right quick.
3-fold.
I definitely go. I'll probably throw an outcome or two in there as well, just because. I'm gonna go Sergei Pavlovich for the knockout. I'm going to go with Matthias Nikolai also for the KO TKO, and then I'm probably gonna go Kevin Holland just to win.
Kevin Holland just win.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm shooting with Kevin Holland just to win. Ralph DeZanjos just to win. Nikolai just to win. And then let's go with Jack Hermansson to win. Kyle Daukaus to win. Sergei Pavlovich to win. All the favorites on the main card. I don't see any underdogs coming through on the main card, man.
I can't see it.
I can't see it.
No.
But could be wrong.
I mean, I don't know who. The only underdog I think that could maybe at all these would be Stephen Thompson. Honestly, Brian Barberina.
No, I don't think Stephen Thompson. Kevin Holland's my lock.
Who do you think has a better chance than Stephen Thompson?
Tuivasa.
No, definitely not.
Well,
Eryk Anders, then, if anything.
We'll put all of our bets on the Patreon page. $5 a month. So please check that out if you want to get some good bets. We're going to put some food on your table. Don't forget, smash the like button, suplex the subscribe button.